Hello friends, this is Hako and I hope you're having an amazing day so far. We are less than 24 hours away from Burnice White's release. I think as of time of recording it's 1 day and 6 hours. And I'm gonna teach you how to get the most powerful Burnice for as little product ROMs as possible and where you should be stopping. So let's get into it. These are usually kind of appreciated and I try to put them out before every banner. So what is Burnice's stopping points? First stopping points, if you're if you're free to play, you're obviously going to be happy getting one Burnice, yeah? But if you've been saving up for a little bit, or if you're planning on, spending a little bit, then getting a Burnice and her engine is actually, going to be the biggest upgrade. Although, keep in mind, she is anomaly she's an anomaly character, and anomaly do have access to kind of good engines. Electro Lip Gloss, for example, is, a very good engine. Burnice's signature engine, especially in the way that, it has the energy recharge rate when she's off-field, that is really, really good. And she's meant to be played as an off-field agent, and we don't really have an anomaly engine that, benefits off-field. But we do have some, easy, accessible, and good ones. But if you just want, as much as powerful as Burnice as possible, going for her engine is gonna be better than going for one of her Mindscapes. So Burnice plus engine. Although, another stopping point would be getting the engine and then trying to get, one more Burnice. Because I think an engine and M1 or C1, whatever you want to call it, is a very, very reasonable stopping point. And I'm kind of happy to see that, because on previous banners, a lot of people's stopping points has kind of been at, C2. That's where the really, really good stuff is. And her C2 isn't necessarily bad, it's just numbers go slightly up. Meanwhile, number one actually, changes how she plays. In UGN's banner, for example, C2 was, the big change in gameplay there. So, C1 increases the limit of heat from 100 to 140 upon entering the battlefield. Burnice accumulates an additional 40 heat. Increases the damage multiplier of the afterburn effect by 100% of Burnice's attack. Additionally, the accumulated fire anomaly buildup from the afterburn effect is increased by 25%. So, this is a good one, and, medium spenders, I'd say, call it here. Call it here. But if you wanna, dive above that, really splurge on her banner, then C2 up. When triggering the afterburn effect, thermal penetration is applied to the enemy, stacking up to 5 times and lasting 6 seconds. Repeated triggers resets the duration. When any allied unit in the squad hits the enemy, the attacker's pen ratio is increased by 4% for each stack of thermal penetration, up to a max of 20%. Don't get me wrong, this one isn't bad at all. Pen is one of the best, stats in the game. And now we're almost, talking arena levels of pen being handed down, so it's not a bad one, but at the end of the day, it's just, numbers go a little bit higher. And if you want to push past that, on C4, when an EX special attack or assist attack hits an enemy, the move's crit rate increases by 30%. The max flame spray duration of EX special attack, intense heat, stirring method, double shot is increased by 1 second. Also, it's not a terrible one. It's not the craziest C4 we've seen, I don't feel like. So, I'd say stop at C1. If you want to go a little bit further, stop at C2. I don't feel like, C4, warrants it, and it's gonna be, this is gonna be relevant to very few people. But hey, I don't know what you do for a living, but we're gonna go for C6. I'm not even gonna read out this one, but it is a good one, but once again, I don't feel like this is the craziest C6 we've seen either, or M6. There is a lot of text, it does a lot of things, and it will bump her damage up by a lot. And obviously, if you have half a mind to go here, I don't think anything I say can persuade you either way. So it's very much up to you, but I wouldn't. So, TLDR, although this is coming at the end, getting her engine is a perfect stopping point. If you want to go a little bit further and really make her shine, engine and C1. After that, C2 is really good. I wouldn't bother past that. So yeah, I don't want to yap around for too long. That is going to be my pulling guide for Burnice. And also remember, like, going for an engine is a less risky adventure than going for a cinema Mindscape. One, the pit is slightly lower, but also two, you run a 75% chance of getting the engine. Meanwhile, if you pull on her banner, there is a 50% chance that you will, like, you know, lose someone else. So there is also that to weigh in. So let me know in the comments there, viewer, where are you planning on stopping with Burnice? Are you going for any of the cinemas, or are you like skipping her completely? And the little final tip here at the end. If you want to try out and play Burnice right the heck now, you can do it in at least two different ways. One is going in for the story in chapter 4. Clicking on early bird buyer. Next, here we get to play out Burnice, test her out. Given that you know gotten that far in the story, you can also do that in the HIA, in the boot camp. Some of the stages in here will also let you play around with Burnice under different circumstances, and I think this is a super great feature because you know it lets you test out the character in a more, like, you know, natural environment. I think this one has Burnice. Yes, this one also has Burnice. So if you still haven't made up your mind, go and check it out there. I am going for C0 Burnice with her engine, personally. And I think she's just great. Even if Yanagi, you know, turns out to be slightly stronger, which my money's a little bit on that, I think Burnice is gonna be more fun. But yeah, before I yap too much, thanks so much for watching. If you like Zenless content, subscribe to the channel. I put it out every goddamn day. And until next time, friend, and happy pulling on Burnice.
She's under attack. Chain speaky smile, the rats on the prowl. Seduction's a game, she'll take you down. And there goes Burnice, a cheese. Ellen's losing, but still